Hello and welcome to the new Sega News Bits. Today we'll be talking about Sonic Lost World. It was just announced on PC, I guess through it was found through Steam the database. And what do you think, Barry? You think people really wanted this Sonic Lost World on PC?
Well, it's interesting. The Steam release appeared before Sega made any comment, which is the usual. Typically you don't hear about it until a pre-order goes up and then they scramble. But no, I mean, in the case of Sonic Lost World, I don't think it needed that much publicity. It's a game that's been out since 2013. I don't know how many people are, have been really waiting to get this on PC. If anything, people have been vocal about wanting it on Xbox and PlayStation. Did you ever want it on Xbox or PlayStation?
I always thought it was gonna be one of those games like no, I never wanted it on PlayStation. I'm like, it was on Wii U. I just expected it to stay on Wii U. I played it. It wasn't terrible. I mean, it just had a little bit of shortcomings, But
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that it's the most terrible game, and it's not the worst announcement. I think it's just nobody was asking for it. It's like it's like the problem right now with Sega is that there's just so many games that people want,
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they turn around, they're like, "Hey, Lost World, check it out! You guys never have Sonic games, right? There's no Sonic games anymore." And it's
Yeah.
go on.
Well, I do think it was probably an easy port on their part. So this isn't like a Skies of Arcadia or Shenmue HD, which take a lot more effort. This is a game that I'd assume was pretty easy to port, and even easier given that there was a patch to Sonic Lost World on the Wii U that stripped it of a lot of its necessities for the Wii U. Like, you didn't need to use the gamepad screen anymore. I think that was it. But still, in terms of the game itself, I reviewed it for the site. I thought it was a solid, well-made game. Like, when you compare it to any of the past 3D Sonic games, it's really not very glitchy, if not glitchy at all. I never encountered something where I'm like, what the hell's going on? But still, coming off of Colors and Generations, I think it was a step sideways. It was kind of a different take. It almost kind of reminded me of when Sonic CD came out, and it was almost like a different team's take on what Sonic 2 would have been, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And considering that Generations did, I guess, decently, I was going to say some numbers, so we could kind of figure out how these Sega PC ports do, but Sonic Generations did all right, and I'm surprised they didn't do Colors. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I think an HD port of Colors would be pretty interesting, because, I mean, it looked pretty freaking nice on the Wii. And I don't know if you've ever seen Dolphin, the emulator, but people run it on 1080p and it looks beautiful. I mean, imagine a professional port, with mixing some of the menus and stuff.
And who knows? I mean, we might see Colors down the road. But I mean, in terms of this, it's another chapter in the interesting exclusivity drama that is Sonic Lost World. I know people, it was bundled in with that. I believe it was 4 titles that Sega said they were making for the Wii, and it was also speculated that no other Sonic, or maybe it was said officially, but no other Sonic titles were releasing at that time, which is a fact. So, I maybe the contract ended, or maybe the the contract did end, but maybe the exclusivity ended, or maybe they don't consider the PC to be a competing platform for the Wii U.
I think it's that they don't consider PC the competing platform, because I mean, I think Microsoft does the same thing now. Like the Gears of War collection, I think is going to come to PC. That Fable Legends. So I think there's a lot more friendliness with PC. PC as a platform.
Yeah, and I mean, let's be honest too. It's a main series Sonic game, and it had probably the smallest release. I mean, it's on Wii U to begin with, which is a small install base. It's not like Sonic Colors, which was on the Wii, which had a much larger install base. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good thing they're releasing it. It's not the first game I'd want. It should be noted that, the game is in 60 frames per second on the Wii U, so it's not as though the PC has an edge in that department. Also, the PC release will be obviously lacking the Zelda and Yoshi DLC, but it has, at least in the screens, been confirmed that the Nights into Dreams stage is in the PC version.
I'm hoping that they add a little extra for the PC players. I mean, Sega's actually does this quite a bit. Like Renegade Ops had it. Like just little titles that you would be shocked. Like they'll add like Team Fortress skins or something.
Are you
And,
asking
like,
for a Team Fortress DLC on Sonic Lost
Oh,
World?
I'm not asking for it. I'm just saying that like Sega's done it in the past to promote it on the front page of Valve, and it's worked, and it's actually sold copies, and they do like cross promotion where like you'll get a Sonic skin on like Team Fortress or something.
Mhm.
So, I mean, if they're really looking to promote this, it wouldn't be a bad idea to add like maybe Team Fortress themed things. I mean, they did it with Sonic All Stars Racing. They did it with Renegade Ops. They've done it with a few titles, and it wouldn't be that bad of an idea. I mean, you can't get Zelda, you can't get Yoshi DLC,
Yeah.
so a little extra wouldn't be that bad.
So yeah, Sonic Lost World releases to the PC on November 2nd. So be on the lookout for that if you've never played it, or if you just want another version of it, or if you want to see what weird hacks are going to come out of it. I think that's what people are most interested in.
Another thing that Sega Europe said that they're going to do more high quality PC ports of Sega games. I mean, is there anything else that you would want to see? And when they say this, do you think they're talking about like the last 6 years? Because like I've noticed these ports have technically been like Valkyria Chronicles or this one, Lost World. Do you think they're thinking about like Bayonetta and Vanquish? Or
I'd love to see. I think that's what they're probably speaking about. Games that are easier to bring to the PC compared to Dreamcast ports, which take a lot more effort. But yeah, I'm hoping to see some Platinum Games titles. Is Binary Domain? That's not on the PC, is it?
No, Binary Domain is on the PC.
It is.
It got
Okay.
released on PC.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I think Bayonetta 1, Vanquish, those are like obvious titles people want.
The Yakuza games. I'd like to see the early Yakuza games.
I would definitely want to see the early Yakuza games, but who knows what they're planning them. I guess we could, what do you guys want to see Sega port onto the PC? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for listening.
If you'd like more Sega news, check us out at segabits.com. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and follow us on all our social networks.
Why are you still here?
I'm just getting ready.
Well, you seem to be taking your time.
Well, it is my time to take now, isn't it?
But what if I told you that you were the only one I trusted to be fast enough, smart enough, and pretty enough
Go on.
to beat the blue nuisance?
Well, I'd say you got the right girl for the job.
Well, that was so easy I almost feel guilty.